The 2026 Toyota GR Supra arrives with the kind of presence that makes you stop and look twice. Before the engine even turns over, the long sculpted hood and swept-back roofline hint at the kind of performance this car was built for. The designers have refined the familiar silhouette with sharper lines, a more aggressive front fascia, and lighting that feels modern without losing the classic Supra attitude. It is clear that Toyota wanted this model year to feel like an evolution rather than a departure. Once the door opens, the cabin wraps around the driver with a layout that is simple, purposeful, and unmistakably focused on performance. The driving position is low, the visibility is surprisingly good for a sports car of this shape, and the materials feel richer than before. There is improved seat bolstering, updated software for the infotainment system, and a gauge cluster that delivers information cleanly without distracting from the joy of actually driving. The grip of the steering wheel, the firmness of the pedals, and the subtle touch points of leather and soft touch trim all contribute to the feeling that this is a machine built with intent. The centerpiece of the Supra experience has always been its engine, and the 2026 model continues that tradition with refined power delivery and a more responsive character. Toyota has worked on smoothing out the turbo lag while adding a bit more excitement across the rev range. You feel that extra punch whether you are accelerating onto the highway or diving out of a tight corner on a winding back road. The exhaust note has also been tuned, offering a deeper tone under load while staying civil at cruising speed. It brings emotion without ever becoming overwhelming. Handling remains one of the Supra's greatest strengths. The chassis feels balanced and confident, communicating road texture and grip levels in a way that helps you trust the car even when pushing it. The suspension has been retuned to reduce harshness while still offering razor-sharp precision. Whether you choose the manual transmission or the automatic, the shifts are crisp and satisfying. The manual gear changes reward precision and timing, while the automatic snaps through gears faster than most drivers could manage on their own. Toyota has also continued to refine the driving modes, giving the car a wider range of personalities. In its comfort-focused setting, the Supra softens its responses and relaxes the steering effort, making daily driving surprisingly easy. Switch to the sport setting and everything tightens. The throttle becomes more sensitive, the steering weight increases, and the exhaust lets out a little more attitude. It is almost like waking up the true character of the car with the press of a button. There are new features for 2026 that add to the appeal without complicating the experience. Improved driver assistance systems blend into the background unless needed, and connectivity upgrades ensure that navigation, audio, and device integration work as smoothly as you expect from a modern performance car. Toyota has focused on enhancing the experience without distracting from the purity of driving, and it shows. On the road, the Supra commands attention not only because of its design, but also because of how it moves. Acceleration feels eager and linear, cornering is tight and predictable, and braking is powerful with a reassuring firmness underfoot. There is a confidence in the way the car reacts that encourages the driver to explore its limits responsibly. You do not need to be on a racetrack to enjoy the engineering that went into this machine. As the video captures the Supra carving through curves and stretching its legs on open roads, the personality of the car begins to shine. It is energetic but controlled, stylish but not overdone, modern yet still connected to the heritage that made the Supra name iconic. The 2026 model does not try to reinvent the formula. Instead, it perfects the elements that mattered most and delivers them with a level of polish that shows Toyota's commitment to the enthusiast community. This version of the Supra stands as a reminder that sports cars still have a place in a world increasingly filled with crossovers and electric vehicles. It is a celebration of balance, precision, and pure driving enjoyment. Whether you are a longtime fan or discovering the Supra for the first time, the 2026 model proves that the legend remains alive and ready for the next generation of drivers.